Now, the last thing to look at here are vertical and horizontal lines. And these are special cases when we write equations for the lines. For a vertical line, we simply have x is equal to a constant. And just to refresh, the way that's going to look on a graph, it's your x-axis and your y-axis, and I'll just draw a simple graph. Let's suppose we're working with this line. Each of those little tick marks is worth one unit. And pretend everything's nice and straight up and down. This would be the line x equals 3. Everywhere on this line, the x-coordinate is the same. And the y-coordinate varies, but just telling us what the x-coordinate is tells us everything we need to know, because it's the same for every point on that line. And remember that the slope is undefined. One memory device that has worked for some people is to think of a vertical line as, if you're a skier and you're skiing from left to right across the page, if you come to a vertical line, if you go over it, you're skiing off a cliff, and that's a very bad thing. So we try to avoid that when we're dealing with slope, and that's one way perhaps to help you remember that the slope is undefined. Now, horizontal lines are really not any more complicated. It's just they go the other direction. So, for a horizontal line, our equation is going to be given just by specifying the y-coordinate. Y is some constant. And again, let's just look at a graph of one of these. Here's our x-axis and our y-axis, and each of those is worth 1 unit. Let's just take this line here, nice and flat. This line would be specified by the equation y equals 4. Again, the y-coordinate is the same for every point on that line. The x-coordinate changes, but the y-coordinate specifies where all the points are. And the slope is 0. And going back to the skiing idea, if you were to ski on this line, you'd be going flat, cross-country skiing, and that's when your slope is 0. And that may be a useful memory device for you.